Hello friends, welcome to another tips and trick video of the channel. Today I am going to tell you about 5 tricks which you must know. This will help you in any company where you get machine round in selection process. If you don't know about machine round, let me tell you, basically you will get some use cases where you need to code in a very short period of time. All of them are tricky and for them we have built-in feature or module in Python. So today we are going to discuss about them so that if you get these type of things, instead of scratching your head, just implement the logic in one line and finish the round before the time limit. Now before start, make sure to like this video, and if you are new to the channel then hit the red subscribe button and enable the notification also just by pressing the bell icon. Now let's jump into the today's topic. So here is our first scenario. Company will ask you to reverse the complete string. So how you can do this? So if you don't know about the built-in feature in the Python, so how would you solve it? So let's see that. So I have created a string by my name and the variable name is name. So I want to reverse this name. So if I don't know about the built-in feature of Python, then how I would do this? Then what I would do, I would create a loop where I would have the length of this name, and like this somewhere I'll do this. So length I'll get, then name, right? And here I will have range, and range will run till this length, right? And what I'll do, I'll just create another variable reverse, and here what I'll do like this, reverse plus 0, then name, and here I'll have the length minus a, right? So something like this I'll have it, and then I'll just print. So somewhere I'll get error also, I'm not sure about it. It's just to tell you that if you don't know about the built-in feature to reverse the string, how would you do this? So like this you will have it, right? And if you run it, so yes, we got some error. So if I'll solve, so we are getting error here. So this is the mistake here. So what I need to do, I need to just do it like this, right? And if I'll run it, so yes, it is reversed. So you have seen that how many lines of code I have to do this and how much time it is going to be consumed. But we have an inbuilt feature. By using that, you can just reverse this string in just one line of code. So that code is print, and here you need to name of your string, and then just give these two columns and then have it -1. And if you run this, you will get both these strings are same. So you can see here both these strings are same. So you can see, instead of doing these lines of code, you can just put it like this and you will have it in just 3 seconds, right? So friends, this is the first thing which I wanted to tell you. If you know about this, then if you get any scenario like this, then you will solve it in just 3 or 4 seconds. Now we are going to discuss about the second tip. Now the second thing which we have is convert array into variables. So we get scenarios where we have a list and we need to save all the index values in a variable. So if you don't know about the trick of the Python, how to have it, let me show you. Now I am having list of marks and I want to save all the index values in a separate variable. So if I don't know about the tip or tricks of the Python, how I can have it, so like this I can have it by having the indexes. So marks 0, and I'm going to copy this, and 1, then 2, and we will change this variables 2 and 3 and so on, right? But this is not the good way, because we have a feature in Python which called unpacking, right? So how you should have it, so I'm going to delete this and I'm going to create 1 2 3 sorry 3 4 and 5, and I'll just give the list, and if I'll run this, I'm not going to have any error. Yes, you can see that. And if I'll print all these variables, I'll have all the index values in these variables. Here you will see that we have 1 2 3 4 5, right? But in this case, somewhere you will have the error. I am just going to tell you one step ahead. So if I'll just remove this 5, and let's see what we will have. So yes, we are getting error, value error, too many values to unpack, right? So expected are 4, but we have more values than 4, right? Because we have 5 values to unpack. So this is the thing, if you are not having all the unpack variables in your code. Now let's go for the third tip. So our third tip is unpack without error. So as we have seen that if you are not going to give the exact count of variables which are having, then it is giving us an error. So how you can have it without having any error? So let me show you that also. So this is our code from previous tip and trick. Now if I want only 3 variables to unpack, but I don't want to have any error, so how you can have it? So for that, what you need to do, you just need to use like rest. Here you need to create a variable and just put asterisk sign. Now what this asterisk will do, all the unpacked value will come along as a list in this rest variable. So if I'll going to print this here and just remove this asterisk sign, and I'm going to run this, and yes, here you can see we are not getting any error. We are getting success code 0, and we have all the unpacked values as 1 2 3, and rest values are coming in as list. So friends, as you can see that if you don't know about all these tricks, then you need to create your own logic, which will take much more time, and you are not going to crack that machine round. So now I'm going to tell you about our next trick. Next trick which we have is getting index of iteration. So somewhere you will get a scenario where you need to have the index of each iteration of a loop. So I'm going to show you that also. So this is our list, and now we want to get the index of each iteration. So if you don't know about the tips and tricks of this, how to have the index, then what I would do, so like I'll create a variable index and I'll just give 0, and then I'll create for loop here and I in marks, and here what I'll do, I'll just print I like this 1, right? And here I'll just print 1. Now it will just print the each iteration. Here you can see 2 3 4 5, right? Because I need to put it here, that's why it doesn't print the 1, right? So I'm just going to run it. Yes, this time we have 1 2 3 4 5, but this is not the best way because we have multiple lines of code. So what we have in Python, so that we don't have to code this much and save our time of coding. So for that we have enumerate class, which will give you the index and the value of each iteration, right? So here what I'm going to use this enumerate class, and here just put it the list, and here we will have I and V, right? So here you can put any of the variable name, and if you going to print I and V, and I'm just going to remove this is also, and just run it, and you will have the index, and then you will have the values of your list. So friends, as you can see, we don't require any extra line of code. We just need to use enumerate to get the index of each iteration. Now let's go ahead with our last and fifth tip and trick. So our last and fifth tip and trick is get first or last number of values. So what you get in this, somewhere the company will ask that you have a list and you need to have the first four digits or first four indexes of the list or last four indexes of the list. So how you can have it, let me show you that. So this is the list. I have this marks list and we have a slice class. So what it does, slice, and here if I'll have the last four digits or last three values, so what I need to do, I need to give the -3 and here I need to give the none. So what we have here, the none. So you can see here we have start and steps, right? So I'm not going to have this step and I'm going to save it in like last three, like this. And if I'm going to print this, what I'll get it, let me show you that. So here you can see we are getting the start and the step as none because we don't have the step. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just print marks, and here I just put this last three as the index of the marks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run it, and here you can see we are getting the last three digits from the list. Now if you want to have the first three digits, then what you need to do, you just need to remove this minus and just tap for the 3 and start from the 0, right? And just run it, and yes, you will get 1 2 3. So here if you want to have the first three digits or first 4 5 digits, then you need to give the step and the slicing will start from the 0 index. So friends, I hope you really enjoyed and you have the information about some of the tips and tricks, and I am 100% sure that this will work for you in your interviews. So that's it for this video. I hope you really enjoyed this. If yes, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon also for more interesting videos like this. I have a Telegram group also, that also you can join. So that's it for this video. See you in next video. Till then, thank you for watching. Jai Hind.